Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm.
Hey, and welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends at yarninspirations.com. I'm your host, Mikey. This is a winter stitch along that is going to be starting shortly. We'll put more information in the article when we know more, but it's going to be coming up really soon. It is the end of fall here in Nova Scotia. In just a few weeks from now, there will be snow flying in the air, and we will be changing our season, obviously, to winter. So we had a request in the summertime to design something new. So get this. Person messages and says, I want something that is not Christmassy, but more winter themed, so I don't have to put it away after the big boy falls down the chimney. And can you design something that is more winter based instead of Christmas based? And I thought, I think I can manage that. So Sicily, 1958, this request came to me in the middle of our god-awful summer, and it was terrible. It was so hot. It was just gross. And, you know, the last thing you want to be thinking about is Christmas, because you're just like sweating it out and just like, ugh. So anyway, the request comes and I'm like, God, I wish there would be a snow day anytime soon. You know, it's not going to happen in the middle of the summer, but because this request came to me in the summer, I thought, okay, snowflakes is something that can go beyond Christmas. And I was thinking, you know, what would you want to do on a snow day? If I was a kid, you know, the bus doesn't work. So therefore you stay home, mom would do some hot chocolate, and really kind of an homage to the past, if not the present. And a good old fashioned snow day usually means, for some people, a day off. Ding, 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 ding. You know what I'm saying? So what I was thinking with this whole concept is to put the snowflakes together, but Daniel actually pushed me a little bit further than I really wanted to go. That man, I tell you. So he says to me, why do you have to always start off as a square, and why do you always have to get bigger? Why can't you play with different size granny squares? I'm like, well, because I don't want to. So anyway, so I started off with this big square, and he goes, you know, you really need to get outside the box, so to speak, and do something different that people won't expect you to do. And I'm like, oh, I just want to get this over with. And so anyway, so then I forced myself, through the goodness of my cold, ugly heart, to come up with these little squares that would circle the darn thing. And to figure that out, that's a divorce waiting to happen. So anyway, I did figure it out, and then once I had it all figured out, I framed it up and got the stitch work to work on the first round once we got all the way around, and then the rest of it, easy. So anyway, so I satisfied the boy with kind of pushing myself outside the box, so to speak, but then I also satisfied my own desire to kind of keep it simple. So in the very beginning, we'll have the big square, we'll have all the little squares. And the best thing about this thing, I made the diagrams and they met the approval of yarninspirations.com. I have to tell you that I'm the most proudest about that of everything. I always try to go above and beyond. And so because I designed in diagram format, they used it in the PDF. So I'm really quite excited about that more than anything, because I'm always trying to improve on myself. And so this particular one, I'm pretty proud of. I know, shut up and get on with it. So what's the skinny of this whole thing? Means the details, because it's the only thing skinny that you're seeing on camera right now, is that you're going to be using Caron 1 pound. I decided to kind of go with the big balls because it made sense. But I also have Caron 1 pound in my collection here. So if you are in Canada, yarninspirations.com is a great source for that. It's not sold anywhere here in Canada, so that's where you can get it. I decided to only use 3 colors, but just because I use 3 colors doesn't mean you can't use more. And the first color is claret. That's that burgundy hot chocolatey kind of flavor to it. Off-white, of course, and then medium gray mix was the third color. So 1 ball of claret, 1 ball of off-white, and 2 balls of medium gray mix. And you'll be using a 5.5 millimeter size I-9 hook, and the blanket is 62 inches by 62 inches. Again, this is just ideas. There is also a gauge, a 13 single crochet by 14 rows if you want to test your gauge in advance. That's important. Any kind of Afghan where it has a center point and works around like a clock, you should really gauge, because then if it's starting to ruffle and then you put on messaging, I don't know why it's not ruffling, or why it's ruffling, and then and then people are going to say, did you gauge? And you're just going to be like, gauge. So make sure you do run a gauge if this is of interest to you. It just helps you save yourself a lot of grief in the future. So welcome to our winter stitch along with our friends at yarninspirations.com. I'm super excited about this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I almost ate a bug. Have a great day, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye now.